Hi and welcome to the narrating part of this video. So I've done this once before, making licorice all sorts from polymer clay, and it was a lot of fun, but I didn't film it back then, so I thought I would give it another go. And the reason why I've got a plate to roll it out on is because you can see that the table cover I have is quite dirty, and I just thought it would be much better to use a plate so the white polymer clay wouldn't catch a lot of specks from the other colors. Now I'm just trying to make some different layers that I can add to a sandwich, and yes, this was my first go after a long time, since last time I did it, and I've made these layers quite a bit too thick. It's my plan to, yes, obviously, as you can see now, make a black layer, and then there's going to be the big white one in the middle, and then just roll them flat because it actually needs to be quite a flat layered sandwich. But when I push this black thing on top, the black polymer clay on top, and try to roll on top of it, it was like the pink and the black just kind of that flattened out, but the white one in the middle didn't flatten out as much. So yeah, that's why you can see when I end up cutting it that it doesn't look exactly like I want it to. But I actually have seen some licorice all sorts, confectionery, where the middle layer is a bit thicker than the other, so it's fine. This was just, my test, and I just used quite a lot of polymer clay for this one because I don't know what I was thinking. I should have maybe saved some more for later. But yeah, I'm opening this up, I'm cutting into it, and you can see the white layer is thick, and that's why I'm trying to flatten it out some more, which doesn't really work. And the black color, the black layer is also, it's kind of shedding a bit, so you've got to be really careful that you don't get specks on the other layers if you don't want them to be there. But they still look yummy, still look delicious, and I'm still quite happy with how they look. We actually have a type here in Denmark where I'm from where the white layer in the middle is a lot thicker than the other layer, so it's fine. And at this point, I'm just really happy to be in this creative process again and actually working with polymer clay like this. It's a lot of fun. And I'm keeping the cut-offs off to the side because I have a plan to use them for something later. You can always use these mixed remnants for some marble effect or some terrazzo effect later. And for now, it's a black long roll that is going to be in the middle of, we both have a pink and a yellow kind of licorice, where the pink and yellow are the outside layer, and then the black licorice roll in the middle is inside. And for this one, I should have probably made a bigger and thicker layer of pink, and it wasn't quite close, so I'm trying to add some extra little bits of pink here to the side. But as you can see, when I end up cutting into it, the black tube doesn't look exactly right. It actually looks a little bit like it has a little swirl off to the side. So it doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look like the real thing, but it's still cool, still some great colors. And when you see them all together and you see that type, it still looks right, and I can still definitely tell what it is that I'm doing. So that's fine. And I'm going to use the last bit of that black tube roll to make the yellow type. And this color is so nice, and it actually looks exactly like the real thing. It is a bit weird to sit and work with something that is plastic. It's completely like made of chemicals. I don't know. I know what plastic made of, and it's not like plastic in that sense. But to sit and work with something that is not really edible, and you just want to almost eat it because it looks right. But here I've made a better layer of yellow to go outside of that black roll, and it's going to look much better when I cut into this compared to when I cut into the pink version. It looks really a lot like the real deal. I just get yummy, just so delicious, and it's really a joy to cut through. If you have a good sharp knife and you've made that roll, and just to cut through it is really, really great. And now it's time for the orange sandwich, kind of very simple type that we have here, where it's 2 layers of orange and then a black layer in the middle. So I'm just trying to flatten out some pieces that are kind of the same size, and it just looks perfect, I think. And I used so much on that first batch of the pink, black and white one. I should have saved some for later, because of course now I'm making these pieces smaller and smaller because I'm a little bit worried that there's not going to be enough. But yeah, they look yummy. They look completely right. I'm very happy with the result. And for this one, it's a brown one, exactly like the orange, just brown. So 2 layers of brown, 1 layer of black. And yeah, that's the last one I'm making. Then I've kind of made the most standard normal ones that we have of the licorice sandwich types in Denmark, and that was my plan. And then I'm putting some holes in them later. I did not show that in the video, but that's simply to use them for earrings and to use them for different ornaments. Now I'm just using the little offcuts to actually make this flat piece that I ended up putting on a hair clip, which is quite fun. And that's what you can do with this polymer clay. Like, don't throw any of those little weird bits out, because you can always make something fun with it. And this turned out to be a fun little side project. Alright, so I just want to say thanks for watching, and this was fun for me to do, and I hope it inspires you to also work with polymer clay. Be careful when you bake it, because it really, really smells, so make sure to get lots of fresh air in. And if you have like a little oven, a little kind of table oven that you don't use for anything else, then yeah, that's a good idea to use that for polymer clay, because yeah, if you make food in your oven afterwards, it will smell and taste a bit like plastic, and I don't think that's so nice. So that was just a heads up if you're interested in doing the same thing. But thanks for watching. I hope that you'll watch some of the other videos as well. It's always really great to have the good followers here. I really appreciate all your support. So bye bye.